Check out the fashion style of the Bucks as they enter the building.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Oh, man, these fans are pumped. I expect them to be loud tonight. Should be a great game.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to Antetokounmpo. It's Powell on the wing. Lopez with the steal. Fast break, Milwaukee. And Giannis throws it down.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
Lillard against Holiday. Lillard the pass to Nurkic. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Here's Nurkic, and it's McCollum in the corner. And another 3 for Portland.
And sometimes McCollum is automatic from there. You can't give him this shot if you're the D.
Holiday looking for an opening. Nurkic with the block. And now Portland on the break. Covington with the ball. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And what I love about Lillard now, I mean, the excellence. He's so consistent. That's how you do it. You come out, you bust your butt, and you compete at a high level every night.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Nurkic with the block.
This is the impact Nurkic makes on the defensive end. Effective at reaching out and stifling shooters.
Up the floor. The kick out to Lopez. Middleton dishes to Lopez. Stolen by Holiday. In the corner, Middleton with it. Launches it. C.J. McCollum comes up with the rebound. Portland's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. And the basket by Lillard.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Now here is Holiday. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
For 3, Middleton. Giannis against Anthony. Kicks it out to Giannis. Just 5 to shoot. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Now here's Anthony. Pass to McCollum. Inside. Powell finds McCollum. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. McCollum's got 5 now.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
On the wing, Giannis. Holiday inside the line. He's off on that one. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. For 3. The shot by Holiday, no good.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
They get it back. Cantor out to Anthony. Passes it to Cantor. Here's Simons. It's McCollum on the wing. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. Trailing here by 8. And the dunk by Giannis.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Here's Simons. To the left wing. It could go. And so the first quarter is in the books. Trailblazers lead by 6. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Portland, they've got Anthony. Giles is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Simons in at the point. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
Bucks trail by 5. Outside Teague to the left side wing. Mora, the pass to Teague. Launches a 3. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Anthony, the pass to Kanter. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
Kanter is a single-minded scorer. Doesn't like to be denied when he's got position, even dealing with a lot of contact.
The pass to Forbes. The kick out to T. They get it again. Forbes, the pass to Portis.
Plays with so much passion. Love how effective Portis is at drawing fouls.
The Bucks shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for the Bucks. McCollum feeling it out a bit. They double team McCollum. Lillard right side. Outside Covington. And there's the feed to Nurkic. A reverse. And he lays it up and in. Nurkic has got his first 2 points of the night.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up, but I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
So it's Portland now. After the basket by Milwaukee. Three-pointer, Lillard. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
And here is Teague. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And Portis throws it down.
And you risk getting dunked on, posterized. I mean, if you let Portis get good positioning, you don't be surprised.
Teague against Lillard. Feeds it to Nurkic. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
He's using all that size in the paint. Lopez, he's always excelled when he capitalizes in this area of the court.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Trailblazers have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. No good on the free throw. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Norkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Harry Giles. Norman Powell's checked in for Anthony. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. The Bucks also with the sub. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Now here is Holiday. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. McCollum's checked in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Trailblazers leading by 7. Pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. The feed to Powell. Kicks it out to Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Clock at 6. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Lopez. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. And he converts the layup. That's 10 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Look, and when someone's open, Lopez will find him, using his height to see over the defense.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Over Holiday. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. The rebound by the Bucks.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Lillard scanning the floor. Over Holiday. And it's Lillard again missing.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And that one's good from Connaughton.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back from the... After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They lead by 1 point. Kenny, what's your...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Bucks trail by 3. Now Giannis. He's got 10. Middleton outside. Holiday inside the line. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Lillard outside. Kicks it to Nurkic. Here's Powell. Back to Nurkic. Lillard outside. The three-pointer no good. On offense here, the Bucks. It's a 1-point game. And
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
McCollum up top, defended by DiVincenzo. Portland shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. Free throw good, McCollum.
But even though he's undersized, McCollum is just a tenacious scorer. He's a confident shooter that can catch fire quickly.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Collins comes in for Robert Covington. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Milwaukee also making some changes. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Teague in for Drew Holiday. So both teams changing it up here. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Foul against Middleton, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Norman Powell, and it's Simons in for Lillard. A nice shot by Simons.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Teague with the ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And Portis throws it down.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Kanter. And that one drops. Kanter's got his third bucket of the night.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
Giannis outside. He kicks to Middleton. Back to Giannis. It's blocked. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Simons. Lays it up and banks it in. Simons has got 5 now.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
That's about as a high percentage a look as you're going to get. Running the floor beautifully.
Middleton on the wing. Rob. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. No one near him. And it falls over the rim and in. Now it's a 7-point Portland lead. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Out to the right wing. And Forbes kicks to Antetokounmpo. Passes it to Portis. Stolen away. Goes up. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
In the corner, Middleton with it. There's 49 seconds left in the third. And no good. The try spell continuing for him. Here's Simons. They get the rebound. Kanter, the pass to Giles. Now here's Hollis Jefferson. Guarded closely. And it's Giles missing. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Bucks. They trail by 9 points. From 13, that's short off the rim. The wide open look here for Anthony. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Giannis. Makes it off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 4 this quarter.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We come back right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Collins is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
You know, this is the type of guy I like, from undrafted to a quality role player. I mean, he has heart. He's gotten better every year. Covington adds a lot to this team. He can let that thing fly, too. He's a fearless shooter.
Giannis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Shot clock at 6. And the rejection by Collins.
An established defender at a young age, Collins has the timing and the reach to block shots. He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight. He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
Trailblazers leading by 7. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. Milwaukee also making some changes. Antetokounmpo comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Middleton subbed in for Pat Connaughton. And the basket by McCollum.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Yeah, D like that isn't going to get you back in the game. You have to stay connected to these shooters.
Holiday against Lillard. It's good.
Entering the NBA, I knew he needed to develop his mid-range game. He did it, and it's opened things up for him.
Now here is Holiday. From the arc. Traps in the tray.
No, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from three-point range when there's no hand in his face.
McCollum against DiVincenzo. It's McCollum with the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. McCollum's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's an excellent penetrator. I mean, as soon as McCollum sees a lane, he's all over it.
In the corner, Middleton with it. Back to Holiday. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And so they foul intentionally. A different look for Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Teague in for Drew Holiday. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Robert Covington's checked in for the Trailblazers. Bobby Portis is checked in for Milwaukee. Bryn Forbes comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's slammed in by Teague.
And with the way Teague can move in the open floor, there's just no way to prevent him from getting points on a fast break.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Trailblazers keep it alive. Nurkic finds Lillard. And McCollum launches it from deep. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last. Bucks trail by 7. Teague deciding where to go with it. Off target with his 3. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Now the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. He must. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open 3, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. 1:10 left in the fourth. And Holiday has it in the corner. Back to Antetokounmpo. Dishes to Middleton over Anthony. And Middleton the bucket on the assist by Antetokounmpo.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
Here's Simons. Portland no good that time either. On offense here, the Bucks. 8-point game. DiVincenzo kicks to Giannis. His three-pointers off the mark. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Simons. Tips it up. And Cantor able to finish. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 11 rebounds.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
And that's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
Here's Giles. Cantor kicks to Hollis Jefferson. Simons. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
And the second free throw, good. And he makes all 3. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seems. We bring you tonight into... We are...
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. So the Nets starting five. Brown out there with Harden. And it's Durant. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair. Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Nurkic in at the 5. Powell with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Finished off the break.
This, to me, is where he can be lethal. In fast break situation, Norman Powell's speed's a problem. Well, Norman Powell, these last several seasons, has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously, last season, much more involved on the offensive end. And that, to me, was his best performance to date.
Beyond the arc. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. And here's Brooklyn, Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
Boy, KD just lethal on the drive to the rack, and he gets ahead of steam behind him. Forget about it.
And with Powell, they rely on his shooting to open things up for everyone else.
Yeah, and for Norman Powell, he knows what he's about and welcomes that role. This is a guy who understands how to relocate in the midst of plays to create separation from defenders. He's always ready in catch-and-shoot situations.
And here's Harden following the three-pointer by C.J. McCollum. And Harden with the stuff.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Now here's McCollum. And Durant sends it back. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Harden surveying the D. Tipped away. Covington with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. That one drops for him.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility. And boy, he can strike at any time.
Back to Harden. To the middle. Here's Jordan. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's McCollum. The pass to Lillard. And Jordan sends it back.
This is not the guy you want in your zip code when the ball is going up. DeAndre Jordan twice on the pipes.
So for the Trailblazers, Harry Giles is checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. A three from McCollum. Pass to Simons. Shoots the three. And no good that time. The Nets go the other way with it.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And here's Harris from the arc. They get it back. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
How many times have we seen DeAndre Jordan take it off the window and convert? Boy, he is so good.
Now here's McCollum. 1:53 left in the first quarter of the game. Count that one. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like it.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Foul for three. Rebounded by the Nets. 1:06 left here in the first quarter. Down low, Irving dishes to Jordan, and he gets it to go. Jordan's got 6.
Well, that's interesting. Out in space, the defender challenging DeAndre Jordan's shot. Makes some contact, but it doesn't bother him.
Giles kicks to Lillard. And he banks in the layup. Lillard's got his second basket.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Irving passes to Jordan. Irving against Lillard. Powell with the steal. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. He gets it in there. He's got 7.
Well, you love to see Norman Powell be unselfish and find an open teammate. That's pretty.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Now, here is Irving. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. It's good.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Irving passes to Jordan and stolen by Lillard. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Trailblazers lead by 5. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is...
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins is out there with Enes Kanter, and it's Powell in at the small forward position. Trailblazers leading by 7. McCollum kicks to Powell. Now here's Lillard. He's covered closely.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Irving passes to Griffin. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Well, Kyrie Irving has such a good sense of when his teammates are going to create an opportunity, and he puts the pass on time and on target.
Griffin against Collins. They grab their own miss. Kanter dishes to Collins. Irving with the steal. Shoots off the step back with the tip.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's McCollum. And that one's drained from the low block. McCollum's got 9 points.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
Here's Dinwiddie. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy. And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Harry Giles is checked in for Zach Collins. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Norman Powell. Andre Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Harden up top. And Harden with the stuff.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
1:43 left in the second quarter. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Harden the pass to Irving. There's the 3. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
1:11 left now here in the second. Here's Giles, defended by Durant. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one's on Anthony.
The to-do list when you're trying to guard Kevin Durant is long, and he's used that added strength to power through contact.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Harry Giles. Norman Powell's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. McCollum kicks to Nurkic. McCollum against Brown. McCollum, no good.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Kicks it out to Harden. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. And McCollum with the slam.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. McCollum against Harden. Now here's Durant. He's guarded closely. Nurkic with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break and finished off by KD.
And that's a nice job defensively from Harden. I mean, he's capable of these kinds of plays when the guy is engaged and active.
And a close game so. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And no doubt that C.J. McCollum's a great player all the time. But Shaq, that's all for now.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Brown. Then it's Harden. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. Harden against Lillard. Harden the pass to Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Lillard the pass to Nurkic. McCollum outside. Fires the 3. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And you can't give McCollum any space. Always a threat to pull the trigger.
In the corner, it's Harris. Back to Harden. Up top, Durant. Defended by Covington.
Well, Kevin Durant has an ability to put the ball on the deck and finish off the drive. Prime example there.
Portland leading by 5. Lillard dishes to Powell. Back to Lillard. The feed now to Nurkic. The rebound by Harden. And it's Harris with the ball for the Nets. Brown finds Jordan. The shot's good. Brown making the play. That's now 8 points for Jordan.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Three-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. The wide open look for Durant. The offensive rebound. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Wow, how about the reach of DeAndre Jordan? That looked darn near impossible.
Lillard looking around. Good on the bucket.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Nets trail by 3. Now Harden kicks it to Brown. On the wing, Harris inside. Over in the corner, Brown. Pass to Harden. 5 to shoot. Nice shot from 10 feet out.
Well, the multi-time scoring champion Kevin Durant is showing you he has got as complete a game as there is in the NBA. What a pretty pass.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Collins is checked in, and it's good for 2. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Passes to Claxton. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Here's Simon. And that one is stuffed right through.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Here's Llewellyn, covered by Anthony. Irving for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Irving's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Simons, the pass to Canner. Here's Simons. Great D that time from Griffin. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. A nice shot by Irving.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
Here's Simons. And he uses the glass on the layup. Simons has got 4 points in the quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And the energy Hollis Jefferson exerts on the defensive end is so commendable. This guy sticking with his man and altering shots.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Trailblazers lead by 2. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. They've got Giles. Collins is out there with Norman Powell. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Durant's checked in. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Well, an NBA champion, that's what we can say about Kyrie Irving. This guy embraces the challenges and loves the spotlight.
Harden against McCollum. Here's Giles. Kicks it out to McCollum. From the left block, he sends it through.
A natural scorer. Give McCollum any room to get his shot off, and he's going to let it fly.
There's the pass to Irving. So for the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Harry Giles. Robert Covington comes in for Collins. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. On the wing, Irving. Covered by Lillard. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Feeds to Nurkic. 2 free throws coming. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington.
Indoors with Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, it's more than just stats. The guy is just so active when he's on the floor.
That's right, Greg. It's the hustle and the movement he plays with that are really the strengths. Only 6'6", but it feels like he can play above that size. Great energy guy to bring off the bench. And if you need him because of injuries or fill-in spots, he can start and be productive.
Lillard with no one around. The Trailblazers rebound. They double him with Jordan. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Durant. Harris kicks to Harden. Jordan dishes to Harris. Nets passing it around. KD drives in. Bucket is good.
Boy, what a pretty move. And that's Kevin Durant's forte, right? This guy can find scoring opportunities anywhere.
Hollis-Jefferson passes to Lillard. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Harden outside from deep three-point range. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Brooklyn, trailing by 2. He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1.
What you love about Kevin Durant is he's an MVP-level candidate every year, and yet there's a hunger and a thirst to get better at basketball. This is so fun to watch.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. Norman Powell comes in for Little. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Rondé and Hollis-Jefferson. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And Portland making a change here. Panthers checked in. The Nets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. It's Harden with the drive. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. McCollum against Brown. Here's Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time for McCollum. Lillard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
What strength from Lillard. Just not allowing the defense to have the last word.
Harden against Lillard. Harden, no good.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Lillard misses. Net shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. It falls! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
And Lillard throws it down.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Up top, Durant, defended by Covington. And Durant, here we go. Jordan, come on!
with the fearless opportunity. Boy, what a shot.
Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Lillard. Doors, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness.
And they still have a foul to give at this point. Points are an absolute must here.
No time to waste. Not at this point in the game.
From deep Harden. Misses the three. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland. Just the latest star from the town.
Harden outside. No good with the triple. Ends with a big win by Portland in a tight game. It was up for grabs right until Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ibaka. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's George in at the 2 spot. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. Now, here's George. That 3 off the mark. Lillard finds McCollum. Back to Lillard. The 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got the first bucket of the night, a 3-pointer for Portland. Outside Jackson. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
Here's McCollum. Paul George making his last shot. Here's Lillard, and the shot goes down. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Jackson against McCollum. A wide open look here for Ibaka. Off target from three-point range.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. George against Lillard.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. George from deep three-point land. And again, no good by the Clippers.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Now here's Beverly. Pass to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building. And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. And still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team. And we talk about George's confidence. When you have that kind of range, you should be confident.
McCollum finds Lillard. And there's 1:45 left to play in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. And so Ibaka will bring it up for Los Angeles, trailing by 2. Morris, no good.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Lillard with the bucket.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
McCollum against Beverly. He kicks it to Ibaka. Stolen by McCollum. Here's the break. Here's Lillard. Covington against Morris. Covington dishes to Nurkic. That shot misses. So the Clippers will take it the other way. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Morris.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Lillard with no one around. Kept alive, Covington. And there's the pass to McCollum. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Beverly.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Nobody near Leonard. And Ibaka is right there. Ibaka's got his second bucket tonight.
Excellent timing on the offensive glass, and Ibaka takes advantage of the second chance opportunity.
Lillard outside. From deep. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Ibaka's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Morris looking over the floor. It's all tied in Portland. And we'll be back shortly. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Patrick Beverly out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Batum. And it's Zubats in at the center. Now here's Beverly. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Kennard's shot is off. And now Portland on the break. Jones is running. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Trailblazers leading by 4. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Zubats. LA's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Passes it to Kennard. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. It's tipped.
At the point guard position, Patrick Beverly is a great shot blocker.
Jacks up a 3. Kennard's shot is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Jones, the pass to Anthony. And a miss there on the triple. Now Hollis Jefferson. Pass to Simons. 6 to shoot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch, I agree. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. Trailblazers leading by 4. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Jackson. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Cousins inside. Covington's there. And he lobs it up toward the rim. No good from Zubats.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Lillard misses. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. Norman Powell's checked in for Little. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubats. Morris comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. Leonard, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Paul George in for Kennard.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
Lillard against Jackson. That one good for 2.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Pass to Ibaka. McCollum against Jackson. Out to Ibaka. In the corner. George with it. Shot clock. Oh, wow!
Insane move by Paul George. A high flyer who can create in midair.
Now the feed to Lillard. The dish to Covington. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
The shot's good. Leonard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Lillard dishes to Covington. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And there's Lillard on the assist by McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists now in this one. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And here's Leonard. The layup off target. It's tipped. And so it's Portland headed to the bench. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Little, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. Now, here's George.
And they continue to control the glass.
Trailblazers leading by 9, and a wide-open look for McCollum. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Ibaka, and contact, and now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Norman Powell's checked in for Little. Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers.
A crafty lefty with tons of range. You can't take your eyes off Luke Kennard defensively. Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully, he can stay healthy this go-around.
There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. One-on-one here. Here's Lillard, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And now a 10-point Trailblazer lead.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. Beverly finds Cousins. Here's Kennard. Los Angeles with another miss.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And the pass to Kennard. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Los Angeles with another miss.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
That one goes in.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Passes it to Kennard. Can they get it? Los Angeles with another miss.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Stolen by Beverly. Kennard, the pass to Beverly. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Jones. No good on that one. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's Cousins. Lays it up and banks it in. Cousins has got his first bucket of the night.
If you thought that was an easy score for DeMarcus, you're right. He has endless moves to work with in the painted area.
Here's Simons. He dishes it to Jones. There's 45 seconds left to play in the third. Just 5 on the clock. The three from Anthony. It's hauled in by Zubats. Clippers trail by 12. Floats it up for Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Natural-born finisher DeMarcus Cousins bringing the hammer.
And Simons, who's got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers, led by as many as 14 points. He feeds it to Cantor. Lays it up off the glass. Cantor's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. Pass to Kennard. Fires for three. Knocks down the three ball. Kennard's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Clippers. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
Very nearly stolen. There's no need to force that pass.
Lillard from outside. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Portland in control with a 9-point lead to. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Our fourth quarter action underway. Oh,
yes. Goodness. Obviously, Rondo's main priority is to dish the rock. When you're open, he'll get it to you.
Lillard outside. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Lillard's got 19 points.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Third three of the game for him, first in this half.
Rondo against Collins. Ibaka got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. And so here's Portland after the Clippers pick up 2. Lillard from deep three-point land. Again, the miss by Lillard. Clippers trail by 7. Here's Leonard. Collins grabs the miss. And now Portland on the break. McCollum with the ball. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And Portland making a change here. Anthony's checked in. And then for Los Angeles, Zubats is checked in for Morris. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Rajon Rondo. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for the Clippers. Lillard dishes to Collins. 4 on the shot clock. Here's McCollum. Portland again missing.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And it's Paul George with the finish.
And right there you see an underrated aspect to Cousins' game. Terrific instincts, senses the open man.
Now here's Collins. McCollum outside and stolen by Cousins. The shot by George wide open. A three-pointer off the mark. Trailblazers leading by 5. And Portland turns it over again.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
And so here are the Clippers. Lets it go from 14. Connects, the jumper drops. And now just a 3-point Trailblazer lead. Now McCollum. 1:53 left to play here in the fourth. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard attacking. Misses and the dry spell continues.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play. Can't help but love the way Leonard plays the game. Stone-faced assassin.
Now, here's Lillard. Fourth quarter of play and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Oh, took the coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Pushing it up. Out to Anthony. And stolen by Cousins. Left side, George. Outside, Leonard. That one doesn't go. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Led by as many as 14 points. Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by the Clippers. The three from George. Offensive rebound. Pass to Beverly to tie it up. The shot, no good. And they are in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. If they come away with points on this trip, Katie bar the door.
Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And then for Los Angeles, Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Cousins. Morris comes in for Ivica Zubac. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. 6 on the shot clock. It counts!
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
And so it's Portland winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final second.
Presentation of the NBA.
The Bucks are always hyped to play in front of their home crowd. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Now here's Middleton. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Nurkic.
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet?
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there that go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
Middleton left side, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Middleton outside. On the wing, Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
Here's Lillard. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here is Holiday. Now the pass to DiVincenzo. Puts up a 3, and Holiday is good for 3.
Yeah, Drew aggressive there, right? You can see committing to that shot, looking more than happy to rise up and fire.
McCollum with the ball. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Giannis has got 6 points.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Lillard left side. The good-looking shot from the wing.
I know CJ plays the 2-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
Middleton on the wing. Giannis outside. To the inside. Here's Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
Yep, that's a great look from Giannis there.
Trailblazers trail by 5. Here is Lillard. 1:56 left to play in the first quarter. Count it. Good. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Holiday, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. He has 5.
Drew's got such a great build, 205, 210 pounds, a bigger guard. Hard to knock him off of his shot.
Now, here's Lillard. 8 points for him. The putback. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? The 3 for DiVincenzo. That shot is off. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Well, for a guy who used to be more proficient in the half-court game, Lillard's showing that nowadays he's just as dominant in transition.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
And he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back with an in-your-face stuff. And McCollum puts up a deep 3. And he gets the whistle. 2 free. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was
For me personally, I just want to know.
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. They've got Derek Jones. Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Simons in at the point guard position.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate. Good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
Outside Teague. And Tucker has it in the corner. There's the steal. And now Portland on the break. Here's Simons. Jones finds Hollis-Jefferson. Kanter against Teague. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the basket by Jones.
Like the execution there from Kanter. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Knocked away. And now here comes Jones leading the break. And it's Hollis-Jefferson with the jam.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Now T. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Portis throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Simons the pass to Cantor. Here's Simons. T covering. A nice shot by Simons.
Well, Cantor always thought of as a scorer first. That time, an excellent job spotting his teammate and getting the ball to him.
Teague feeling it out a bit. It's stolen by Jones. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Count the basket. Now it's a 3-point Trailblazer lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here is Forbes, covered by Hollis Jefferson. And Forbes kicks to T. Off target with his three. Portland leading by 3. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Here's Jones. Here's Cantor. Rebound, Milwaukee.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Collins checked in for the Trailblazers. McCollum comes in for Hollis Jefferson. Here's Middleton, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Speed burst that time from Middleton, a relentless penetrator, and not afraid to take the punishment.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Norkic checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Zach Collins. Powell, he's checked in for Anthony. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. The Blazers on offense. They're on a 12-4 run. Giannis against McCollum. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Trailblazers leading by 5. Lillard the pass to McCollum. Covington down low. Antetokounmpo's there. McCollum kicks to Covington. Shot clock at 5. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Norkic has got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. Over Lillard. And again, the Bucks miss.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
And here's McCollum for 3. The shot, no good. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 10 points and 3 rebounds. And that's a wrap.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. Roaming the paint. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half.
Wow, he really stopped short on that one. The poise, the body control of McCollum, especially evident there when he pulls up.
Outside Holiday. Good on the three-point shot. Holiday's got his third basket of the night right there. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Nurkic finds Powell. Back to Nurkic. Now Lillard. From past the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Lillard's got 13.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Outside Holiday. No good that time. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Lillard against Holiday. Lopez with the block.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame, a smart block, if you will.
McCollum, no good.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start. And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Zach Collins comes in for Robert Covington. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. The shot's good from Forbes.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. Lots of room. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Portis, it's good on the putback. And it's now only a 1-point Trailblazer lead.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
And Portis throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. McCollum left side, shoots over Portis. McCollum no good.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for Portland. Jones comes in for Collins. And it's Rondae Hollis-Jefferson in for C.J. McCollum. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the third. 5 on the clock. To the paint, 11 feet away, and the shot is long.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
27 seconds left in the third quarter. Here is Forbes out to the wing. Here's Portis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Bucks shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. And he makes both free throws. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. They trail by 1. And he goes in for the dunk.
Carmelo has superb court awareness, sharing the ball that time well.
Now here is Holiday. Off target. 3 quarters of play in the post game here. Trailblazers lead by 1. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Bucks shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, we've got Robert Covington. Derek Jones is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the center filling out the middle. Portis, second shot opportunity, and foul. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Post game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He told them, hey, guys, this is a close game, but if we execute right here, I like our chances. There's no need for hero ball. Trust one another. Make the simple play. Kevin, back to you.
Portis kicks to Connaughton. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Holiday against Lillard. Right side, Covington. And here we go. Holiday heading to the hoop. Portis in the post. He's guarded by Nurkic. Connaughton off target from three-point range. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Covington with the bucket.
Quickly up court with the basketball, delivered a perfect strike.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Holiday with it. Pass to Giannis. And here is DiVincenzo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Jusuf Nurkic.
Great body control from Holiday. Gets the shot off while getting hit in the process.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And then for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And McCollum subbed in for Jones. Lillard against Holiday. Pass to Forbes. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Clock at 6. Here's Holiday. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Such a terrific two-way guy. Drew Holiday isn't just an offensive powerhouse. He loves to play defense. I mean, loves it.
McCollum outside. He feeds it to Kanter. McCollum passes to Kanter. Out to Anthony for the three. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds in this game. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 5th assist in this one. McCollum finds Lillard. With the floater, and it's sent back by Lopez. Holiday with the 3. But they get it back. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. McCollum, no good. Bucks have gone just 33% from the field in the 4th quarter so far. They are 2 of 6.
Just don't know how Giannis's 2 steps equal anybody else's 5 steps. You can't catch up.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
2-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
1:36 left in the 4th quarter. Powell, the pass to Lillard. And the shot goes in.
That's a tip of the cap there, always wanting to take the big shot for his team. Lillard makes more than his fair share.
Holiday. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Here's Middleton trying to get open as Lopez. And Middleton the bucket on the assist by Giannis.
Well, Middleton proving again how clutch he is for this basketball team. Big shot there.
Pass to McCollum. This one for 3. Anthony dishes to Cantor. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Holiday against Lillard. It's deflected. And the shot goes in.
And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
Outside Holiday. Antetokounmpo inside. Anthony on him. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo.
Big time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
And Lillard kicks to Anthony. Back to Lillard. From deep. He's off from 3. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. That look, David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. Backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward position. And for Brooklyn, Harden out there with Brown. Then it's Jordan, and it's Durant, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot. Harden gets the bucket. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
6 to shoot. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Harris passes to Harden. Stolen by McCollum. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Ever the opportunist, McCollum probing for a weakness, finds one and exploits it.
Harris outside. Back to KD. Covington with the steal. The finish, and the dunk by Powell.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. Brown drives in, inside. Jordan kicks to Brown. Outside for Durant. Clock at 4. Not going to go that time. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing. And when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
Jordan kicks to KD. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
No easy way to hold KD down. He's slick, he's slippery, he's smooth with the ball. That's why he draws fouls.
That's good from Durant. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Cullen passes to Lillard. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And no stopping Lillard. Excellent at staying in control no matter what the D throws at him.
Green, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And Portland with a change here, too. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Now here's Harden. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play.
And I think one of the things understated about Harden, he's a great athlete. I mean, he can rise and bounce. He's strong. He's quick. He can easily punch it on you when he gets to the rim.
Lillard dishes to Carmelo. Kicks it out to McCollum. The 10-footer. That's good on the jump shot.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
Harden finds Brown. To the inside, Green. Lillard against Harden. And here's Green outside. Rebounded by Anthony. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. McCollum, no good. Brown with it. Now defended by McCollum. Here's KD. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Durant's got 5 points so far.
You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
Lillard up top, guarded by Harden. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Back to McCollum. And again, it's Portland converting.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Harden the pass to Durant. Back to Harden. And it's in there. 6 points for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They got to offer more resistance here.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. The Nets have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Griffin passes to Dinwiddie, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for. As far as power forwards go, he has terrific vision.
Outside Irving. Launches a 3. That one, no good. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Nets out in front. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the grind of an injury.
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Collins is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Robert Covington. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the 1. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Lillard the pass to Nurkic. Brooklyn with the rebound. And a deep 3 from Irving. Can't hit that one. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Irving kicks to Dinwiddie. 6 on the shot clock. Takes a shot at the elbow, and it's Irving missing. Portland leading. Down low, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. And here we go. Griffin heading to the hoop.
Tip of the hat to Irving there. He ignited the break with this underappreciated part of his game. His defense. Quick hands help on both sides of the court.
Lillard against Dinwiddie. Lillard misses.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Luwabu's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
From deep three-point range, kicks it out to Lillard. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
So for the Nets, Jeff Green, he's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Luwawu-Cabarrot, and it's James Harden in for Dinwiddie. And a switch here also for Portland. Kanter's checked in. Lillard against Irving. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so It's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that.
Guys, it's hard to shake Harden off his game. He's so strong and skilled. He keeps his balance right where he needs it.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Nets trail by 5. Harden surveying the D. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Harden's got 10 points.
And, you know, the thing about Harden, crafty in the paint, he really finds angles and avenues to get the shots he wants when you don't think there's any angle or avenue to find.
Jones, the pass to Lillard. Cantor trying to free himself up. That one off the back iron and out. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Durant's running and good that time. And it's now only a 1-point Portland lead.
And, you know, the timing Durant has. Does a nice job, really excels at pulling up and then stopping on the dime, straight up, straight down off the dribble and delivering.
And Lillard kicks to Hollis Jefferson. From deep, here's Anthony. Rebound, Brooklyn. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Boy, a dynamic wing with freakish length. Durant is the ideal alley-oop target. Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Brooklyn. A different look now for Portland. Nurkic with the steal. McCollum against Harris. Kicks it out to Covington. Back to McCollum. Portland moving the ball around. Powell finds McCollum. Now here's Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Nurkic has got his first basket of the night.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skill is probably better utilized inside.
8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
And here's McCollum. 6 points for him. Misses the layup.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Nets lead by 1. And a chance now to set. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 12 points and 1 rebound. And that does it for our halftime.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
They've got Griffin. Kyrie Irving is out there with Luwawu, and it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. So that's the Nets 5.
Boy, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irvin has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
Here's Lillard. Nurkic trying to get open. Lillard misses.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
It's deflected. Here's Powell. Kicks it out to Lillard. Shoots over Dinwiddie. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Finally get one to drop after starting the half with 4 straight clanks.
Lillard against Dinwiddie. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from 14. And he hits the jump shot. Irving's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nets.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot. It's definitely giving the defender something extra to think about.
Lillard attacking. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. Griffin kicks to Irving. Over Lillard. That doesn't go in either for Irving.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort.
And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And on the way from Irving for 3. The shot that time not on target. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Offensive rebound. The shot's good from Cantor.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
The pass to Green. Dinwiddie right side. Right wing. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And that one, good. Jordan's got his second bucket of the night.
Hey, when you're as big and strong as Jordan is, you expect to get hit. You expect contact. And Jordan doesn't let it bother him.
Tips it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
The putback, great positioning on the putback. And the Nets lead by 3.
Well, I like how Jordan embraces his role on this team. I mean, it's all about rebounding and putbacks for him at the offensive end.
Here's Simon, and foul on the shot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
McCollum right side. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. McCollum's got 8 points.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Irving with a clean look. Offline with his 3.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Here's Dinwiddie, the kick out to Irving. Back to Dinwiddie. Here's Jordan. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Oh, he gets it to go. Wow.
It counts.
How about that shot to beat the clock? That one covered.
That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3. Harden the pass to Harris. And here is Green. For 3. Harris misses.
And you could see he knew exactly where that long rebound was coming off, able to get there quickly and snatch it up. Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
And now we've got the intentional foul. Some changes for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan comes in for Jeff Green. And Irving subbed in for Bruce Brown. Little, he's checked in for the Trailblazers.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
Here's Nurkic, and oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Harden the pass to Irving. Count that one. Irving's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
Little dishes to Covington. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Here's KD. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And the foul on Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Here's Lillard. Cantor kicks to Little. Covington against KD. Cantor goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
KD against Covington. Durant the pass to Irving. Back to KD. 5 to shoot. Over Little. And Irving gets it to go on the assist from KD. KD's got 4 assists now tonight. Lillard against Harden. And that one's good. Lillard.
What strength from Lillard. Just not allowing the defense to have the last word.
Lillard against Harden. And the jam by Harden.
How good is that? Harden commanding the ball in these moments. Loves stepping up at crucial times.
Lillard the pass to Cantor. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Powell. And the layup's good off the glass.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Outside Irving. KD on the wing. Back to Irving. To the middle. Here's Jordan. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Hey, that's why you want an experienced veteran like DeAndre Jordan. That's a huge hoop from him.
Lillard dishes to Cantor. Kicks it out to Lillard. And Portland again with the bucket.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Passes it to Irving. Feeds it to Jordan. Pass to Irving. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. The Nets making a switch here. Brown's checked in. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Cantor. And McCollum subbed in for Little. Lillard against Harden. McCollum passes to Nurkic. Money!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Pass to Durant.
Jordan coming up big. His name is Cole, and he ups the ante and delivers.
Lillard against Harden. Back to Lillard. He feeds it to Nurkic. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard misses. Here's Durant. Count it!
Somebody lit a fire under Kevin Durant.
Here's Lillard from deep three-point range, right between the eyes.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Timeout called, the Nets. They're trailing by 1. Just 4 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
And this is it, guys. Down 1. They've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
Elbow shot is on the way. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up. And in the locker room, each guy has been going over.
Good evening, Kevin. Well,
what a story. David, thank you. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the small forward. And for the Clippers, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. Now here's Beverley. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and the dunk by Zubac.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverley, just dishing the ball to the wide-open man easily.
Lillard against Beverley. Lillard attacking. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Beverley. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Beverley.
And this is why you get George the ball there. He's solid at figuring out how to capitalize.
Lillard outside. Unable to get that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Leonard attacking. Rebounded by McCollum. Lillard, the pass to Covington. Yep, it counts.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
Beverley looking around. And George kicks to Beverley. Pass to Zubac. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And that's what Beverley does best, a quick passer who distributes the ball incredibly well.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the night. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on George.
And the leap McCollum has taken has been remarkable. From little used reserve his first 2 years to star scorer. Are you kidding me?
And so McCollum nails both of them. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. McCollum against George. And he's good on the 3-ball. George has got 5 points so far.
And I love the floor spacing George gives you. His range seems to extend a little every year.
Stolen by George. Here's Leonard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Lillard against Beverley. That one goes. Count it. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Here's McCollum. Paul George making his last shot. Paul George with the steal. Here's Leonard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
So hard to guard, really, without fouling. Leonard is an expert at forcing the issue and getting the call.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Oh, he's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Now here's Anthony. To the paint. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. I mean, a good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
Outside Rondo. Kennard for 3. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. Man passes to Rondo. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here.
Well, look, if you're out there with Rondo, you find some open space, and he's going to find you.
Trailblazers trail by 8, and he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
46 seconds left to play in the first. And it's out of bounds to Portland. A retained possession. A different look now for Portland. Derek Jones comes in for Collins. Hollis Jefferson subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Just 4 to shoot. Cantor kicks to Hollis Jefferson. Over Kennard. The offensive rebound. Cantor off target at the rim.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Kennard, the pass to Jackson. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Down low. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup.
Oh, I love seeing the power of Cousins on display. The defense has a tough time attempting to contain him.
And so it's Los Angeles in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we'll be back with you shortly.
I think it comes from being a...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
Batum is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Kennard in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Kennard for 3. The rebound by Simons.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Damian Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. Now here's Powell. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And it's Lillard missing.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And it goes down 2 points. Batum's got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers.
And really, Batum is so adept at draining these shots off the drive, using his speed and athletic frame to easily coast to the rim.
Shot from 12. Collins dishes to Lillard. Missed inside.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And stolen by Lillard. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. So for the Trailblazers, Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. And Robert Covington subbed in for Zach Collins. Now here's Jackson. The pass to Ibaka. Outside Batum. Back to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
This is the kind of teammate Batum is. You like seeing him share it like this.
Lillard looking around. Powell finds Lillard. 2 points. That one goes.
And that's what they have to do more of. They got a great look out of that possession.
And here's Jackson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Cousins, the pass to Jackson. Back to Cousins. Kennard on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Good on the triple. And the Clippers lead by 12.
You know, with Kennard, he can do things other than shoot. I mean, and that helps open up the 3-ball for him.
Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Los Angeles leading by 12. Outside for Jackson. Back to Ibaka. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Robert Covington picks one up.
One of the best free throw shooting bigs in the league, but that wasn't always the case for Ibaka. He has put in a ton of work.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is checked in for Cousins. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Nicholas Batum. George is checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Reggie Jackson.
You can't forget about McCollum from there, proving once again that he's not just a jump shooter.
1:30 left to play here in the half. George looking over the floor. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
Simons, he's checked in for Portland. Portland moving the ball around. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's his first foul. Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. McCollum against George. Clippers leading by 12. In the corner, it's Morris. Nails the wide open jump shot. Morris has got his first 2 points of the night.
Terrific use of the catch and shoot jumper for Morris, catching the D flat-footed and torching them as a result.
Nurkic the pass to Simons. 11 feet away. Covington down low. Morris is there. Covington's shot is off.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded. Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Absolutely relentless. They're in the flow and riding that wave for as long as they can.
And the rejection by Zubac. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Cuts off the pass. By himself. And the dunk by Covington.
Oh, the quick feet of Covington. He excels at getting out there on the break and finding ways to capitalize.
And Beverley kicks to George. Shoots over Covington. What a play. Simply drains it in at the bucket. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They're leading by 16. Kenny, give it... Thanks for joining.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from George.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Portland, we've got Anthony. He's out there with Derek Jones. Enes Kanter is out there with Hollis Jefferson. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. Zubac kicks to Beverly. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Zubac has got 7 points in the game.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass to the tipping.
Anthony, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Now, here's Beverly. No points in the game yet for him. Leonard against Jones. Passes it to Zubac. 4 on the clock. Count it. And the Clippers lead by 19.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Here's Simons. Banked in off the glass. He has 5.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Now here's Beverly. To the inside. Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
Oh, man, so unselfish. He's doing a great job creating for others and making pinpoint passes.
Here's Simons. He's got 5. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Marcus Morris picks one up there. This is his second trip to the line in this one. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Zach Collins checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Damian Lillard in for Hollis Jefferson. Now here's Cousins. Jackson down low. Defended by Covington. Batum dishes to Ibaka. The Clippers need to get off a shot. There's Jackson with the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Oh, their goal on D is to not give him any clean looks from long range.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
So crafty when driving to the rim. Whether it's scoring or getting to the line, Lillard simply makes the play.
For Portland, they have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight for the Trailblazers. Nurkic checked in for Collins. Norman Powell comes in for Anthony. And McCollum subbed in for Anthony Simons. Now here's Jackson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Cousins, no good. Trailblazers trail by 15. Here's Lillard from the stripe. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
No question. Lillard is a shoot-first guard, but it's good to see him focus on distribution.
Here's Jackson. Kennard, the pass to Cousins. And the layup is good. Cousins has got his second bucket of the night.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Yep, that one goes in there. McCollum's got 6.
This guy's just a gamer. McCollum, I mean, he really embraces taking on the defense and finding a way to finish.
Here's Kennard. Nurkic with the steal. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. And stolen by Cousins. Here's Kennard. And there it is for him. 8 points for him.
It's Kennard's ability to create that sets him apart. I mean, gets inside, finds himself a shot.
Trailblazers trail by 18. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Poked away.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kennard for 3. Rebound by Nurkic. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Here's McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists tonight.
And you can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Now Jackson. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Clippers ahead, up by 16. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Luke Kennard. Patrick Patterson is out there with Ibaka. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's man in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Powell finds Lillard. The Trailblazers rebound. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Rondo scanning the floor. And Ibaka slams it in.
The clever play by Rondo shifts the defense to create a shot for his team.
Trailblazers trail by 16. McCollum passes to Lillard. Nurkic trying to get open. Kicks it out to McCollum. Here's the 3. Pass to Powell. Portland moving the ball around. And a deep 3 from Lillard. The long distance 3 is buried.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
The pass to Ibaka. Shoots over Nurkic. And it's off the back rim. No good.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Anthony comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And here's Beverly following the three-pointer by C.J. McCollum. Leonard dishes to Morris. Clock at 6. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Morris. Morris has got 3 assists in the game. Trailblazers trail by 12. McCollum passes to Simons. Back to McCollum from downtown. Rebound by the Clippers. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. George, no good. Portland's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Here's Simons. Anthony kicks to Collins. Pulls up from the corner. Misses off the left iron.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. He's trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
So it's Portland now. The Clippers getting the bucket. And a wide open look for McCollum. Sinks the triple. McCollum's got 6 here in this quarter. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, ouch. Here's Leonard. Trailblazers knocking down the tray. The shot by George, wide open. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
Now here's McCollum. In the corner, Collins with it. 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Clippers have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Los Angeles.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for George.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. Elbow shot. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Such a smart play. Lillard willing to take the jumper from the mid-range.
Beverly with the ball. Leonard on the wing. Now here's Beverly. And here's George for three. Off the mark. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.